Hey, remember me? Yeah, I haven't done a video in a while. Um, Last time I was in Buenos Aires, down in southern Arizona, right next to the Mexican border. I left there, that was almost a month ago, maybe a little longer, and started heading north. Temperatures started getting warm. Found a really cool boondocking place just outside of Patagonia. Boy, what an awesome area that was. Then I rapidly moved north and up north of Silver City, up into the mountains, and checked out some cliff dwellings. And yeah, can you see behind me? We'll get to that in a second. But first, let's check out some cliff dwellings. Well, after the cliff dwellings up there north of Silver City, I moved farther into northern New Mexico and found a place with some petroglyphs and ended up checking that out for quite a while. It was really cool. Didn't get any video there, but took a bunch of photos. Really cool. There were hundreds of these petroglyphs on this mountainside. And you just took a little 1 mile walk as you looked at all the petroglyphs. And then after that, what did I do? Oh, I ended up driving by White Sands National Monument, Park Monument. Anyways, um, that was kind of cool. It was a whole bunch. It was just a big sand dune.
Well, I was driving by White Sands National Park, so I felt obligated to stop and take the loop drive. One giant sand dune. I've been up to the sand dunes in Michigan, but this is all gypsum. Very, very white. Yeah, it's very stark. Cool.
Well, I didn't stay very long at White Sands. I just kind of blew through there for less than an hour, maybe an hour. Yeah. Ended up heading farther north into northern New Mexico, about an hour northwest of Albuquerque, and into the Jemez Mountains. Did some boondocking up there, about 9,000 feet. And there is Jemez Springs is a Native American Indian reservation. There's a really cool hike there that I took. They nick you for about $10 for the pass to get in, but it's all red rock and flat canyons. And that was a really fun little hike.
I think I found a slot canyon. Here in the Jemez Mountains. About an hour and a half northwest of Albuquerque. Oh yeah, this is cool. I wonder what these are. On the way out, after I'm done filming, I have to pull out my app. They almost look like strawberries, but they're not. Yeah, what a cool hike. It just keeps going and going. Holes. Starting to breathe heavy. We're about 6,200 feet in elevation. Oh, look at this guy in bloom. So cool. Yeah, down the trail we go.
Well, after that, I had a couple cool boondocking spots. Didn't really film anything, but they were pretty cool. And I made my way up into northern New Mexico to here. I'm just a few miles north of, or a few miles south of the Colorado border, at the Wild Rivers National Monument. That is the Rio Grand down there, and right down there at the about where you can't see is the confluence of the Rio Grande and the Red River. Wild Rivers national monument, something like that. You can see there's the van right there. This is a pretty cool campsite. $7 a night. I can make my way up this treacherous hill. Though there's not much here. Pit toilets, a wind shade, picnic table, and not much else. But you do get the view. I've been here about 4 days. Been doing a lot of biking, but the real thing here is the hikes. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm out of breath from that. I think I'm going to go down there. Yeah, let's check this place out. La Junta Point. To the left is the Red River. To the right is the Rio Grande. Deepest part of the gorge. 3/4 of a mile wide and 800 feet deep. Yeah. Very cool. Well, I'm at the Big Arsenic Springs trailhead. I'm camped just 100 yards over there, Big Arsenic Springs. And it's a 1,000-foot vertical change down there to the river. It's the Rio Grande. So 1,000 foot down, about a 3-mile hike, and 1,000 foot back up. Yeah, you can see the river down there. Cool. Should be a fun hike. Gonna take my time. Got all day. Yeah, you can almost see. Yeah, I'm camped just right on the other side of those trees. I'm expecting some spectacular views. Well, I've been camped on the rim of this canyon for the last 4 days, and the views have been spectacular. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be cool. What does this say? Rio Grande Gorge, inverted ecosystem. 2 distinct ecological worlds are found in the Rio Grande Gorge. Grassy sagebrush fields, pinyons. Yeah, cool. Yeah, this is this is gonna be a fun hike. So down the trail we go. Okay, we made it down to the valley floor. I think, yeah, we came down, zigzagged on the cliff there. I think I'm camped right up there at the top. Definitely a little warmer down here. If you notice all the hikes I've done, and the wind's gonna blow now, I never use hiking poles. But coming down that cliff, I think that's the first time I probably could have used them. I think the river's just on the other side of this boulder field. Yeah, we've come down a long ways. I think we're finally getting down towards the river. I can kind of see bits of it down there. Still probably another 300 feet elevation change as we slowly make our way down this trail. Yeah, that's my first view of the river. That's the Rio Grand, flowing south out of Colorado. Colorado's about 10 miles north of here. Beautiful country. And we're heading towards the confluence of where the Red River meets the Rio Grande. It's about 2 miles downriver here. And that's our ultimate goal on this hike. Total elevation. Well, my phone says it's 1,000-foot drop. There was a sign I saw farther at the park that said 800 feet, so somewhere in there. But a total distance, well, about 2.5 miles one way, so it's going to be 6-7 miles total today. It's about 65 degrees. It's going to go to 65. I started with a sweatshirt. Sure didn't need to bring that. Took it off after about half hour. The sun is warm, and the air is cool, perfect for hiking. Yeah, let's move on down the trail and get to the confluence of the rivers. Well, it's windy as hell, but I finally made it down here to the confluence of the Rio Grande and the Red River. Don't have a really good view. That's the Rio Grande. Somewhere up on that peak was, well, it was an overlook I was at a couple days ago with a bike. And the red is much smaller. And that's where they come together, right there. God, this is some pretty country. Shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, you got national parks, and this is a national monument. And they're always some of the prettiest places around. But that's gorgeous. Yeah, I can see like a little bridge or something over here. Again, this is the Red River. Yeah, I got my big sun hat on. And it's got a chin strap. I've only had to use the chin strap 2 or 3 times in the, God, almost 10 years I've owned this thing. The wind started howling down the canyon a little bit ago. I had to put it on. Yeah, cool. I think the path comes over here now. Maybe we can get right down to where they meet. It's been about a 2-hour hike, maybe 2.5. I've only come 2.5 miles, but yeah, dropped over 800 feet, almost 1,000 feet in elevation. Now I'm going to have to go up. Yeah, I'm going to get a better view of it over here. This is my turnaround point. I ain't going any farther. Trail keeps going down the canyon. Yeah. Rio Grand and the Red River come together and flow out. God, this is some pretty country. I actually saw a couple fishermen, fly fishermen, about a mile back in a pool. What a gorgeous place to fly fish. All right, it's all uphill now. Back to camping at Big Arsenic Springs. Took the Big Arsenic Springs trail down here. I'm going to take the Little Arsenal Springs back. It's about the same trail. About half of it's the same footsteps. It's still going to end up in there somewhere. But it's what comes down must go up. Now, up the trail we go. Well, I just realized I did not close out the video here at the Wild Rivers Recreation Area, part of the Rio Grande del Norte, I think that's how you pronounce it, National Monument. I'm here in the Big Arsenic Springs Campground. Big Arsenic Springs only has 3 sites. Little Arsenic Springs has like 7. There's like 4 different campgrounds here in the general area of the Wild Rivers Rec area. Yeah, been a fun time. The only problem here, mice. I've had some mice problems every night. 3 a.m. standoff, looking at each other. But what a view. Yeah, that's where I was yesterday on that hike down there. So I'm going to get up this morning, or I have got up this morning, kind of late. Like I said, I was fighting mice all night. And don't have a strong plan of where I'm going. Tried to decide if I'm going to go due north, but if I do that, elevation's kind of high. It's going to be cold. If I swing east of the Rockies, a little bit warmer down there. I think that's where I'm going. Going to be up in Colorado Springs. Now, probably before you see this. That's kind of my, and then Denver, and then head towards Michigan in the next week or 2. So yeah, kind of a slow going morning. Pretty much packed up. It's pretty easy. All I gotta do is put away the solar panels and straighten up inside for a couple minutes, and I'm out of here. So yeah, from Big Arsenic Springs, we'll see you down the road. Thanks for watching.